Duck. Duck time. The big thing. There's a dandelion crayon in here. The big thing is that we can begin the federal duck stamp art. And I've kind of said, hey, come gather around because before we start, and I'm probably going to reiterate this, I'm not entering this contest. So things are going to look really, really interesting, and we're going to do some cool stuff. First of all, this is the medium of choice. Crayola doesn't know this is happening. If Crayola knew this was happening, they'd probably cry. We're using crayon. I want to see if I can do this in crayon. Second thing, before we get to any part of it, because we're not starting tonight, I just want to go, hey, this is happening, and so you know that this is stuff that's going to be happening soon. It doesn't, as far as I can tell, in any documents for the contest, I read it multiple times, I didn't see anything. It only specified that the mat had to be white and had very specific dimensions and shit, because they're always very specific about that. It didn't say that the piece of like paper or canvas or whatever you use, because they didn't specify a medium, which is why they didn't say what color paper it had to be or what kind of base you had to use. So I have both white and black paper here, and somewhere here, you are here, hello, I did a test of how each of the twistables comes out on black paper, and I'm pretty happy with it, and I would like to use the black. And I don't know if that's gonna like solidify in some people's minds that this isn't an official entry, this isn't going to the contest, but yeah, again, just to raise awareness that this is a really cool thing, people can enter it, the money that if you do enter goes to a really good cause, etc, etc, like, yeah, cool, awesome, I would like to do that. But yeah, we're gonna be starting the contest entry. We're gonna be drawing some ducks. Duck and ducks. Duck. It's gonna be a duck. But we're gonna be starting that soon. Yeah, so I've gathered you here in the dark of night to tell you that. Duck. Duck time. I'm surrounded by paint markers. Milkshake, do you have anything to add? Milkshake has nothing to add, but Milkshake is bonita. Milkshake staring into your soul. Oh, you can see the kakapo! Hey, you can't usually see the kakapo. Kakapo with a strawberry milk. But yeah, so this has been something that I've been planning for a little bit, because I wanted to do a twist on it. If I wasn't going to enter, I wanted to do something really fun and exciting. So, we're drawing our entry for the federal duck stamp with crayons. We're going to see how it goes. Is the person who collects all the dandelion crayons still collecting them? Because I've got one. It's this one. The smell of these is like an art classroom in the best way. Hello, I have dandelion. I'm never going to lose that Ice Age thing. A dandelion. These are the other crayons we have, by the way. We're gonna look at these again later when there's more light. But these are twistables. And if you've never been blessed with a twistable in your life, they're quite literally, you twist them up and you color with them. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. I didn't sketch the duck yet. I have my concept sketch. It's over here. But I haven't sketched the duck. I haven't started that part of it. I just have the paper ready. I have the black paper measured out. The white I pulled in case, but I didn't measure it out because the white is pretty close to what size they want, and I figured it could just be cut down later. So I figured we'd just go from there in case I decided to pivot and do the white in case I didn't like how the color was showing up on the black after all. But I do like how these show up on that test swatch. Like, I mean, where did it go? I just did a magic trick. I made my own shit disappear. There it is. They look pretty damn good. Most of the colors we're going to be using are these ones up here and these ones down here. But all the ones you see in the middle are going to be like really good highlights. And the black would give us like a good base color. So who's to say what they are? Do you believe me? Do I believe me? You may hear some squeaks and peeps. I'm gonna explain now what we're doing, actually. I'm gonna explain, I promise. I knocked my blanket off the chair. Oh no. So here's what we're doing. This is a sheet. And what we have to do with this sheet is practice. I want to, like, just make sure I understand how to color. I want to make sure I understand how to use crayons. So that when I do this, I think my warheads melted together a little bit. I want to go through and make sure, don't fall on the floor, and make sure if there's some technique I want to do, I do it. If there's something I want to avoid, I avoid it. Now, I know this isn't the color paper we're using, because this is what we're using. And you can kind of see it. I've measured out how far our duck is going to go. This is not officially going to go to the federal duck stamp competition, but because it's a cool contest, the money for entries goes to help with wildlife preservation. 100% a great thing, and doing something to raise a little bit of awareness, always cool. How many warheads are in my mouth right now? Probably too many. So I just want to practice some coloring techniques. And the duck we're doing from the list they've given is the ruddy duck. But we're not going to be like trying to emulate the color of the ruddy duck. We're just going to try again to do like color techniques. Like capturing colors that are in light, different texturing, stuff like that. I also, this is what I was struggling to open, got the fine twistables. They're so fine. We like them. Okay, for our first circle, I pulled black, brown, dandelion-ish, light orange, lime green, and bright blue. Maybe this is dark blue. I pulled dark blue. I'm going to shade two opposite sides of the circle the colors that I want to start and end with, essentially. Just really light. And ombre it out. I apologize if you can hear me crunching. So we're starting with brown on that side. And you know what? I'm gonna do brown on both sides. We'll do like a highlight in the middle. I think this one we'll try to do cross hatching. The moles are really loud. Okay. I'm going with the brown first since I already have it. And we're going to start making some lines. Now, I do want to follow the shape of the circle, but I'm not going to worry too much about it yet. Because there's time for that. Just like that. In my opinion, cross-hatching is a really cool layering technique. Like, it's a really good way to layer your color. Especially if you have something that's not going to be opaque. Because going into this without knowing, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to capture this texture, I want to do that texture, that could be not okay. That could cause me to have to redo the entire thing, and I'd really rather not have to redo the entire thing. I just got done with yellow, I'm going in with some green. I'm sorry for the cam not being set up, but I'm trying to focus the warmer colors in the light spot and the cooler colors in the darker spots. Because with the Federal Duck stamp, they want your piece to be warmer. Also, typically it just builds your color better if you do that. I'm not saying that you have to, because you can totally make your lights look cool, like your highlights and all, or your light sources look cool with a cool tone. But it can also, if you know you need a warm tone, making sure you contrast it with cool colors, 100%. The only thing I worry about with using black paper, and I'm wondering if it will cause me to have to restart, is how easy it will be to build these up on the paper, especially when it's a different texture than the white paper. Which is also another reason why I'm doing this. So we have one cross-hatching. By the light. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do one just to be as smooth as possible now. I'm gonna like do a focal point for where the light is. I'm using brown as a base again, but we're not gonna use brown as a base for all of them because there's gonna be different colors in the piece. I have this on like a textured notebook and it's getting so much of the notebook. We're gonna treat this like you're coloring an orange right now. I'm acting like you're doing it with me. Here, color your orange. Color your orange. Why aren't you coloring your orange? I colored us all green though. Y'all enjoy just a little bit of a change of scenery? Let's see, let's do some pink and red in this one. While I'm coloring, I have a gripe, and it's why everything started later. So, I have a gripe. I was looking up, I feel weird calling it a tapestry, because I feel like tapestry is wrong, but like, and flag sounds wrong, because yeah, I'm gonna go fly this in front of my house. Honestly, at this point, why not? I was looking up, like, curtain maybe? No, I guess it is a tapestry. I was looking up, like, the, like, things you can hang on your wall, right? Like, they're like a flag, but they're really soft and they look cool. And I was looking those up, and almost all of them are AI. And it ate up so much of my time trying to find one. I was like, excuse me, I need one of you to not be AI. And it was like they heard me. I even tried searching no AI, and I think it brought them all out of the woodwork. It's like I summoned them. Like, oh, okay, thanks. That's not it. Okay, this is just going as smooth as possible. This is like basic art class that we're in right now. Let's do... I don't know if you could stipple with these very well. I'm gonna do like little half circles. We're trying different textures. We're just practicing, and if you're just coming in, we're just making different textures. We're trying to learn what's gonna look good for the duck. Welcome to stream, we're just coloring and having a good time. Can I get the mic by this, by the way? Like, will this sound cool or will this sound horrendous? Oh, mic falling over. Sounds bad. I can't hear it at all, and it's pointed right at it. We're also gonna practice ombre, because blending just in general is super important. Oh, now you can hear it. So this is what we're doing on this one. I think I'm gonna go back to light. Now that I move the mic, you can hear everything. You can probably hear my thoughts if I put my head close enough to the mic. I want a 4x4, but I can't have gluten, and I don't eat meat anymore. So this is like a really original struggle I'm having. Would they give me a 4x4 with a drink and 3 fries? What did I think? Did you hear it? What about this time? What about this time? A ripple would save humanity. Like it would course correct everything that's going on in society. I don't know. I don't know, man. Let's see. So we've got... Okay. I'm not a big fan of our third one here. But I understand some of the vision. Let's do some ombre to like practice blending colors. I'm going to do warm tones over here. We're going to start with red. We're just going to cycle through reds into probably yellow and see how far we get. I'm going to start with dark red at the bottom. I am making an orange. This is art class. I'm going to make an orange. You're going to be so amazed by my orange. Everyone's going to be amazed and blown away. This is just practicing building colors. We have to know everything. We can't be slacking. and be right back. Back to the orange. Looks like we might get some green in here after all. I want to save the finer, the very, very fine twistables for detail work. So we're just going to focus on using the chunkier ones for this. We have ombre. Let's do another ombre. I think we're a little out of order here. I'm going to start light on this one. I'm going to do it a little different, just to practice a different shape. It looks like one of those ink blot test things right now. Like, what do you see? I feel like the other camera really would have been great for right now, but I did so many things today. I just did not have the energy to set up the other cam. So I'm just holding this up like an art teacher who's like drawing with the thing on the wall, like they're holding their stuff on the wall and they're going, "Here, class, here's your presentation," and they back up like that. And everyone's just looking and nodding like, "Yup, okay, cool." Like, we're totally, absolutely following everything. 100%. We don't have 6 hours of homework waiting for us after we leave this class. Complementary colors and shading is our reprieve. Like, that's just how it is. It's looking better now. Oh wait, now it looks like a weather map. And now going over the county, where you see the green and where you see the blue, there is weather. Where you see the purple, you're in imminent danger, hide in your homes. And maybe whatever you God you believe in save you. Imagine if they just said that on the weather when there's like some sort of really bad weather watch and everyone's just like, well, That looks like a weather map. We have to do more techniques. What do we do? Let's see. I want to do. See, stippling would be good, but this is not a tool you stipple with. Oh, you can stipple actually, but I feel like I'm gonna ruin it, and also I'm just gonna be shaking the table. Does that sound good? Does that sound interesting? Does that sound like something that would cause me a migraine? Right now, to me, it sounds like a woodpecker. I'm gonna hear it at a delay, and I'll... God damn it, that sounds like someone's at your door going to try to sell you either a vacuum or a religion. I'm gonna try to do that so much quieter and turn the mic. There. Okay, now it sounds woodpecker-esque instead of like, hello, hello, hello. Like, go away, no solicit. Hello, hello. Because stippling is a pretty decent technique. But I don't want to like ruin all of these. But we're gonna color with them again. We have that going on. Let's do some other colors in here, because one thing with stippling that I like and that is pretty cool is that you can layer color. CMYK up in this bitch. We got some blue. This isn't cyan. But we're gonna layer like it's a printer. I'm gonna go dark blue. This guy's a little bit purple. It's okay. You're gonna see why stippling is important. Yeah, this falling is bad so far. It's like another way to just layer and get cool effects. So like if you don't want to totally lose a background, you could stipple, just like with cross hatching. Also with stippling, you could also like build a lot of concentration of a color at the bottom and then start to make it thinner as you go up. So you keep your base color, like it's a very cool thing. It's also a good tool for getting out frustration if you have to. Today was great, what do you mean? It's always great. This is looking very cool so far. very cool. Now, I'm gonna just do straight lines on this one. We're not worrying about making this into being like anything round. I'm just trying to see how to build like colors up. Who was the artist who painted only in dots? That was Surhot, right? Am I forgetting? I want to see how this holds up to having color put over it. So, not great. You can see the color, but the color's not doing quite what I'd like it to. Like, it toned it, which is fine, but that's not what I'm going for. Like, it looks warm, okay? That's great. But what we're not wanting is that. So I'm gonna just turn this one brown really quick, and we're gonna try something over here in this one. So I don't like a couple of these, and I'm very glad I did this to figure that out. But then I also have to test how they look on the black paper, because black paper is one, a different texture, and two, it's just a different color. It's not going to show some of the stuff the same way, and it will show other things better. So we're going to see. I'm trying to see if I want to layer dark to light or light to dark. It's looking like dark to light. This would be light to dark. This would be dark to light. Dark to light has so much more, can I show you? Like, pigment. So, where did my marker go so I can make notes? This will work. Okay. The ombres are just ombres. We like ombres. But this is just so, like, there's a chart of what things we like. So I like, personally, for me, I don't like doing like squiggles to fill in. I think it's gonna look too textured. I think it's gonna be too much like a muddy texture. I like the cross hatching. I like this for building up, probably for rocks or for like reeds or water. That'll look cool. The ombres, I like ombres. Ombres are cool. Stippling, maybe. I don't know that we're gonna use a lot of it. I don't like light to dark, but I do like dark to light. So that's huge for making sure we go into this with a game plan. It's a very, very good contest, and the money from the entries and like a lot of the stuff surrounding it benefits the preservation of our planet, which is cool. Now, I got something today because I wanted to do sketching and then jump right into color. Like, I wanted to do minimal sketching, however, the plan has changed a little bit. We have Cam today. I'm trying to make sure I set it up right. Hello. Hello. No, that one's horrifying. Holy shit. Hold on. Can I do the one voice? I don't think I can get my throat raspy enough to do it. We're gonna see.
Prophet said, I think of evil prophets still have better devil by that heaven that bends above us. By that God we both adore.
I could do the rest. I could do the rest.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, over quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore.
Granny's here. She's gonna put some candy in the orders. Anyway. I remember a very amazing artist on TikTok years ago. Oh, my sweatshirt is flattering at this angle. Just blue. I remember a very cool artist on TikTok years ago saying that these were amazing to use. I don't know if they still make art. I think I still follow them. But I don't know. I hope they're doing well. Because they were amazing. But they said to use these for your line art. So it would pop off. Now, the only downside to these is that they don't come with refills. So, I would like refills in these. These are colored lead pencils that you can erase without them being like a shit show. Now, keep in mind, the Federal Duck Stamp, I think there's like one refill in here. The Federal Duck Stamp wants, warm tones. I'm just gonna take them all out. Our colors are, in case anyone isn't sure what I'm holding up, or what we have here. Our colors are red, blue, it's like a royal blue, green, like it's kind of like a tealish green. I'm trying to hold them here, maybe you can see them better. Like a magenta pink, purple, orange. They micro advanced click reduces lead breakage. Cool that they thought of that. Soft, comfortable grip, durable eraser. Like, they're cool, they're cool. Also, during stream, couple things. We're very close to the follower goal for the clay stream. So if you'd like to follow so we can get the clay stream unlocked, that'd be cool. There's more goals. After that, I don't remember the next one, but there's more goals. One of the goals involves milkshake here. The goal with milkshake's very cool. I think it might be my favorite. They're all pretty cool goals though. The clay one I do like though. I would love to do the clay stream with y'all and have you guys pick what you'd like to see. So, oh, I didn't tell Instagram that we were doing art. Should I tell Instagram that we're doing art? I didn't tell Blue Sky we were doing art. Should I tell Blue Sky we're doing art? I didn't tell anybody we were doing art. After I just promoted this too, I should definitely go tell them, hey, get over here. You know what? I'm gonna do that really quick. My phone is crying for me to update it. Crying. I don't know. The internet's really figuring out what it wants to do today. I'm doing the same thing that I did on Blue Sky with the Stardew canvases, where it's just a big chain of like chronological links. This crayon picture for the promo, by the way, like for the thumbnails and stuff that you're gonna see, I took that. I took that picture and I'm proud of it. I'm gonna go check on the birds and then we will figure out what we're doing from there, actually. I know we have the big light, and the big light's not like a fave, but I let a millipede the size of a cat in the house. And any noises you hear of the millipede. I was gonna put up the good vibes screen. Oh well. It's never too early to be delusional. Okay. So here's the I forgot that I did like concept art for the goose design on this. Where's the goose? No, that's a different thing. This is the snail. This is the pizza. The goose. Yeah, sorry. The goose. And I put it on this so that I could take the brown out of it. I'm not gonna lie, the goose is one of my favorite things that I've made so far this year. The pizza is also a favorite, just because it's so fun. But no, I forgot that was on the back of it. I made notes to like, they were all supposed to have like different accessories and stuff, and then I just scrapped it because I was like, wait, actually, I think it's cooler this way. Anyway, we're looking at the duck. So I have the black paper measured to a 7 by 10. Okay, so the edges are turned so that if I crease them, it's okay. I'm not creasing the actual piece. But here's like the concept sketch I have. If you see bits of goose sticking through, no you don't. So this is what I wanted to do, was like a top-down angle. I thought a top-down was really cool. I wanted to do some reeds, like a little bit of like a water with reeds in the back and the front. I have a note that says to give the duck a bigger ass. So we will be giving the duck a bigger ass. And keep in mind, we're drawing a ruddy duck. A ruddy duck. Do I have a picture of a ruddy duck for you? Don't know that I have a picture of a ruddy duck, actually. Here, it's this. Get us to 10 followers. We're gonna just do a little sketching. Because can you tell I'm, like, procrastinating? That's buffle heads. Here we are. Ready, duck. I found them. Get another image to this and the whole thing's gonna just melt. Oh wait, no, that's not the right thing. Browse. I don't know that we'll get far into sketching, but I'd like to at least get like some shape of a duck. Does it resemble a duck? Great. That's what we need. Why can I not find the folder I was just in? There it is. We're going to need this, so. Let me try to put it in like a. There we go. That's a decent spot, I think. Ready, duck. Now you can see them. We're going for, you know, I love and respect women, but we're going to be drawing the male of the species. sorry. We will respect and love women very soon. Maybe, probably. That's all I can say. You'll know soon enough. Sunglasses, glasses, hat, headband, tutu, wig. I want to know what wig I was thinking of because I don't remember what wig. I think it was a wig with bangs. I think a wig with bangs would have been actually so cool. I wish I could just pick this image up and plop it, but I can't. Can't do that. I'm using the orange to get us started. I'm just gonna block in some shapes. Remember, you can suggest stuff for the doodle board. You can just be however you want to be here. If you're enjoying stream, consider following, because this is gonna be a little serious for us. This is gonna be fun. As much as I said bigger ass, I don't know how much bigger the bigger duck ass is ass. Like, I'm just looking at this duck and going, wow, you got a really fat ass. And the duck's like, I'm a duck. I don't know what that means. Like, cool for you, duck. I'm also trying to give myself enough time to get a lot of things done, because we have multiple contests. We have Federal Duck Stamp, not entering but drawing, Machine Duck Stamp, fully intending to enter, and then we have Oregon Fish and Wildlife. And they have a few contests. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff. Trying to round out this part of duck. Okay, I want you to see up close what I'm seeing with this pencil. And why I'm really glad I picked these. Sorry for smacking you. The pink is lighter. I think the pink's gonna be cool for highlight. Because here's the thing, with graphite or this, it's gonna come through the crayon anyway. I'd rather it be this coming through than gray. Plus, I can use this on future things until I just don't have graphite anymore. If anyone knows if refills exist, that'd be cool. I don't think they do. Now, I think my grass on the last one was I liked it, but I think it was too fairy tale-esque. So I think I have to make this look dead if I'm so honest. I think it has to be like browns and more browns. I just think we have to go for a very dead looking, like, marsh. That way we keep the warm tones and we don't detract from Ducky. We're gonna have to name this duck too. To me, these ducks look like s'mores, but I think s'more is a name we can't use. Or like is iffy about use? I don't know. The Hershey Company might come after me. Like, hey, I live in your state. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. They're like, actually, no. Do we buy what's happening? Like, top down view. I made that image very small. Hold on. Where are your eyes? Oh! I'm gonna change this line now that I have this bigger. I'm gonna go in and clean up. Let's see how this eraser is. Okay, eraser. Eraser. The eyes are kind of just round. Right on that side of their face. Made their face very round. They're not quite that round. They look kind of mad though now. I'm gonna see part of the other side of that beak too. Just to make sure we can tell that. It's chicken. It does kind of look like a chicken right now. I need it to look a little bit more like a duck. Hopefully we get there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. A lot of cool art from a lot of cool people. And then a milkshake. Let's see. I feel like I made the tail look like fingers. I fear I have. I don't know if it'll probably look better with some color and some shading on it. I put like a giant reed here in the front. That way we definitely get the feeling of swamp. I feel like I'm doing the thing I did last time where the grass is too whimsical. Like it's doing too much. It's moving too much. And I think I'm gonna have to go back in and clean that up. But that's not a thing I can do right now, because no matter what I do, I'm not fixing it. There's also some reeds back here. Because it's just gonna look weird if the reeds are only in one place. Another broken one. This one just going down into the water. Like back down in. It's fine. Like I need the grass to like look crunchy, and it looks very quenched and hydrated. I don't want to do too much with the back. I kind of want to go in with some green though. Even though I think green is gonna make the quenched thing worse. But it won't on the head. Oh, the green is... Green's very light, actually. You can see where I put it. Like, that's not quite what I wanted that to do. That's fine. Let's see. They have what looks like little mohawks. So I'm gonna go in and try to, like, accent those a bit. That way when I'm going in with color, I don't lose that. And I'm less inclined to, like, color over it. Oh yeah, if I build the color, it looks cool. Hey. Hey. Come back. Almost lost cam. It almost froze up like last time. I lied, I'm gonna work on the back. I'm just gonna do some really light feather texture. just to see how I feel about it. No, that's the wrong way to hold it. I don't know. Something tells me the purple is also very bright. The purple is pretty bright. But not bad. Not a bad color. I'm not mad at that for the progress for today. Because there was not a duck before. I have a feeling this duck's gonna have a lot of color, which is very, very cool. But we have to make sure those colors stay warm. Very, very warm. Otherwise, we're gonna stray away from what they're asking for, which is very specifically warm. Cool tones aren't what they're going for. And then my own personal request. You know. So that's pretty good. Grab your good vibes while we're here. Look at the bugs. It's also International Day of Biodiversity. Look at the buggies. Today, we work on our duck. The peeps are disgruntled. They're there. They're there. So, there's so many ducks on this table. I can't even show you all the ducks. Because some of them are for a thing that you can't see at Michigan duck stamp. And I just can't reveal some of them. But so far on our ready duck, that's our progress. We're not gonna have other cam today. I apologize, but not today. Where did I put my ducks? Misplaced my ducks. Are they in here? They're in here. Got so organized. They're just gone. Duck. Hey, Freedom. How are you? I've got my ducks. That way I can see them better. Hey. I got our crayons. I put the ducks over screen though. There. Is that a better view? Hey, one day we'll have better lights instead of that. Ducks, or might I say, in a row. You could say that. There are many of them here. Milkshake is sitting on top of some of them. There's so many. I'm trying to figure out if I want to start at the top or the bottom. No, not... Only if I have it up. If I keep it down, we're good. But... I really need a different light. Milkshake is great. I love Milkshake. I'm gonna move this over here because I just need the colors. That'll work. So we figured out that when we did the test paper, that we need to go dark to light, and that ombres look nice, but that won't help us right now. This. Oh, thank you so much. There's still some things I'd like to tweak here, and right now, there's markers everywhere around me. Because everything is in use. So it looks like maybe we can get part of the head done today. I really need better lights for in here. Yeah. We need part of the head done. That's expected. It's expected, it's just I need either more table or more of something. I don't know what. I think we're gonna start with the back of the duck. And we'll just go slow until I figure out more of what I can do. I still have not gotten that emote. No, nothing, no way. I love that emote. It has evaded me for so long. They're like, here, would you like this one? Would you like this one? And they're all cute and they're all wonderful. But I don't get the goose. Happy for everybody who's gotten the goose. There's only one problem. I may have to turn on the big light. I don't want the big light. I really don't. A broken hype train? Oh gosh. I'm glad I got these, because there's no way these other ones are gonna build right. There's just no way. And then we also have the other pack of crayons. Hey Crayola. Hey, don't look over here, Crayola. You don't want to see what's happening. You may be afraid. Crayola doesn't want to know. I hope you're having a good day. I hope everyone's having a good day. don't know how far we'll get today on this, honestly. I do want to play maybe a day or two of Stardew. Doctor's calling? Okay, cool. No problem. Hope that's a good call. Okay, it's gonna be hard to show because it's brown. But we have, oh, the brown's coming up kind of nice. We got brown in there. Now this duck is both brown and orange, like on its back. I'm trying to remember the notes I made about the duck. Because the biggest note was to give the duck a fatter ass. I'm sorry, bigger ass. Ducks don't comprehend. They're just like, yep. I don't want to draw the feathers the wrong direction. They might look ideal and then I don't know how to fix it. The color of the duck is running one way and the texture of the feathers is running another. Shoot. What do I do? Wow, I think there's only one thing to do. Put some test lines down to see if I like how that highlight works out. Hopefully that was visible. I don't know. I don't have can today. No can. I'm going in with black on the tail, hoping that you don't go too dark. Because eventually the crayon's gonna reach a point where we can't build over it. And that could be a problem. Go down here. This is gonna be a lot of building. A lot of building. Oh yeah, the crayons already. Hey Crayola. Hey, don't. You don't know this is happening. No clue. None. No one tell them. I wanted to make this a little bit more, I don't want to say challenging, because I already figured that this would be rough. But I wanted to, like, layer what was going on, I guess. I don't want to say, I guess it would make it more complex, but I don't want to say it would make it challenging, because I feel like it would potentially ruin it. I wanted to use the really waxy kind of crayons that they still sell, that we used to have in Sunday school. I wanted to get those and use them, but I feared that they would just ruin it and make it pointless. So that's why I don't want to say, hey, it's challenging. It would just be completely, like, not a thing. It would be pointless. Like, at that point, there's no challenge to it. It's just like, here, I'm using this thing that I know is going to ruin it. And for why? For why? I'm trying not to go super detailed right now, because I know if I stop and then come back to it in an area that's tricky, I'm not going to be able to pick up the detail the same way the next time. So, just get some colors in. Is there any texture on these back feathers that I'm missing? No, they're just kind of dark and I'm making them very light. Like, can you imagine this paper looking very streaky and waxy? More than it already is. Okay, we have the beginnings of duck butt. Beginning of duck butt. Duck butt. Duck butt. Butt of duck. I don't know, like, part of this is just to be funny, like, and silly, but also part of it's more on a serious note of, like, people going, well, art can just be a prompt. You can just go to a computer and tell it, hey, make me this, make me this, make me this. This is art, you fuck ass. This is art. You absolute wet moldy sponge. This is art. This is what it looks like. And saying, hey, I'm gonna do something. This seems completely weird, and it's gonna work. I hear the peeps. I hear the peeps. I wonder what blue would look like here. This is not a crayon. This is the lead pencil. Hopefully I don't mess everything up by deciding to C. Because they do want this to be warm toned. No, this is precious. This is precious. We can't do that. These don't come with refills. This is like gold. I broke it twice. Maybe it's a sign to stop. I'm not mad at the blue. Hopefully that will make it visible. But it's like highlighting the black in the tail, which is nice. I'm gonna go check on the birds. Give me 1 second. Yeah. That's kind of making it harder to see right now. I feel like I have to work on the texture. I didn't break it. I didn't. It's fine. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Do some alternating lines to see if I can fix texture problem. The peeps are being very loud. Very loud peeps. They're peeps, they don't understand. I'm in the territory where feathers are. I should stop, like wing feathers. I got like rings happening, which is what I'm trying to fix. Without making it look like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably gonna have to go in with some marker to fix some of it later. But we have a duck butt. And we didn't have that before. I'm trying to think what I have to do to make it look more like the light's hitting. Trying to figure out if white will save it, if it's just gonna make it worse. white is not gonna help us. And try going yellow. And then maybe back in with black or with brown. Oh wait, actually, let me have a texture on more thing. I just have to make it curve with the duck. This is it. That looks less like there's rings, but the white is really, really bright now. So I gotta try to fix that. I feel like I'm sitting like a snail, like I'm just going like in a roll. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh well, I sit like a snail. I am one of the snails. That's how it goes. There's the black ring going one more time. It just has to have this shape of a duck. That has duck shape too. I didn't do anything too like heavy texture wise, so I'm not like thinking I can't recreate that. I mean, I could put a little color on the head as well, just so I can map out where this is around the beak. I'm not doing too much because the head is already going to be black, and we're going to probably layer a lot. You're not going to be able to see that too well, but... Oh, that shows up kind of good, actually. Why does it look mean? It looks menacing. And if you're coming in high, we're working on our duck for the Federal Duck Stamp competition out of crayons, except I'm not entering the contest. I'm just drawing it for fun. following their like rules and guidelines so that it would be enterable. Nothing says you can't use crayon. So doing a little bit more around that outline. I feel like their feathers on their tail are a little bit more dark than I made them. So I'm going with a little more black and see if I can get them there. Like it's just the tail, the rest of the butt is fine. That's closer. At least I think it is. If it's not, someone yell and I'll fix it. The snail again. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I put a very prominent blue line. There should be a very prominent blue line. Shoot. Okay. For today, our progress. That is not bad. I don't think. Gonna take a tiny little break, check on the birds, and then we will start a tiny bit of starting. But that's huge for today. I'm so happy that we have the duck butt